guys, so I am on here to do my review of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier by, of course, Marvel, and it's streaming on Disney Plus, and it came out on Friday, which was yesterday. My head's away, it's Saturday today. So I thought I would leave it till today to give some of you, a bit of time to obviously watch it. So if you have watched it, great, because this is a spoiler review. If you haven't watched it yet, don't blame me for spoiling you, because I have give a spoiler warning at the start of this. So this first episode, it was a bit of a slow burner for me. That's not to say that I didn't like it. I did like it, but I just thought it was just okay. But I have to say, with pilots, you're always going to get that, normally like a little bit of a slow burner. So this is obviously based after the movie Endgame, and we get to see both Bucky and Sam adjusting to life after the blip, of course. And we got to see Bucky, who, of course, if you can imagine everything that Bucky has been through, what the guy's been through, he has serious post-traumatic stress, and it showed in this that he was having nightmares, and that he went to see a therapist, so he was going through therapy and everything like that. There was a couple of jokes in there. It was quite funny. There was a bit of humour in among this, nothing like really hilarious, but there was a couple of funny little jokes in there, like when he was with the girl doing his therapy. And what I really loved was this first sort of 8 to 10 minutes of this, because it was kind of like a Mission Impossible-esque kind of thing, which I did kind of say in one of my reactions that this is going to be like a Mission Impossible Lethal Weapon kind of deal. Visually, I have to say, cinematography wise, the first 8 to 10 minutes was fantastic. It was very, very well shot, very high quality. The mission at the beginning, what I loved was we had Sam drop out of the plane, just very almost identical to the same as how Captain America did in Winter Soldier. So I absolutely love that, because that's one of my top favorite Marvel movies. So as a fan, fan service or whatever you want to call it, I really enjoyed that. Let me know if anyone else spotted that as well. Now, one thing I want to say is, in this episode, you do really feel for Bucky. I felt for him, because he said, I only had a little bit of calm, something along them lines, in Wakanda, but I feel like I've just been literally in fight after fight since that. And you sort of say to yourself, like, that sounds awful. And he said for the past 90 years, I've just been from fight to fight. That is a long time, and think of everything that Bucky has been through, his character has been through. He is going through serious post-traumatic stress, guys. I'm sorry if you can hear any outside noise or wind or anything, but I had to open my window because it was freaking well roasting, so apologies. Also in this, we got to see the Flag Smashers, who basically want to get rid of national borders, so obviously they are villains. And then we got to see what a lot of people are actually complaining about, which is why I want to talk about it. Was seen at the very end who they'd give the mantle to, and Sam was watching it on TV and he didn't look too happy. So I think basically, right, the guy at the end is, Goldie Hawn, the actress Goldie Hawn. It's actually her son. I thought I recognised his face, even with the mask on, even as him dressed as Captain America, and I looked it up, and it's Goldie Hawn's son in real life, right? But basically, he is a Marvel character called John Walker, and he did actually take up the mantle of Captain America in the comics. And he very much is rivalous a word? I don't know. But he was really like a rivalry of his brother, he always wanted to rival his brother, basically. I'm trying to put this in words that's not working, but anyways, and he wanted to be like his brother, basically, right? And then he got his powers from a villain called Power Broker. I can barely speak. He got his powers and his strength from a Marvel villain called Power Broker. So that's who that is at the end. That's John Walker. But Sam, when he was watching it on the TV, he didn't seem too happy about it. So I think he's going to be an antagonist in this, and perhaps, I don't know, I don't really want to predict it in case not, but it is possible. I'm just going to say it might be possible. I mean, I'm just a YouTuber with a YouTube channel who just theorizes on what I think, and I think then that's how Sam and Bucky are going to come together. And even in the therapist appointment, she was saying, it was funny, she said, oh, you can communicate with people, or you trust people, or whatever, then hand me your phone. And he gave her his phone, and she went, oh my gosh, like, the only person you've called in this past week is me. That is so sad. And you haven't been returning any of your texts or your calls or whatever it was to Sam. So, you know, that sounds very much like maybe in the next episode he's maybe gonna contact him, you know, to maybe get together or whatever. Now, the downside that I want to say that I didn't like about this was it did seem like a slow burner, to be perfectly honest. And I get that we're getting to see how they're adjusting after the blip and what's been going on, and then we got to see Sam's sister, and then it was like the whole like family thing with the ship, and she was, or not the ship, the boat, and she was wanting to sell the boat because, you know, she was broke, and then he went to the bank, tried to get like loans or what have you. And I get it, don't get me wrong, like there was nothing wrong with that. But I think that it seemed like most of this episode was literally about Sam and his sister and that ship, or I keep saying ship, freaking well, boat, guys. His sister's boat. That's kind of how I felt. But I did like the scenes with Bucky and Sam, and as I say, the best part of it was literally like the first 7 to 10 minutes. That mission, like up in the air and everything, and just full action, and like Falcon using his drone and everything. It was amazing. And then it was funny in the bank when the guy said, can I have a selfie with you with your arms in the air, like as if you're flying or something. Like, that was really funny. But that was just really cool, the first part of it. But then it kind of, I wouldn't say went downhill, but it just seemed like a bit of a slow burner. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, let's look forward to the next episode, because this is what shows can be like. I mean, WandaVision was a little bit of a, you know, kind of in that way, and it just got better and better and better, and I really loved that little show. I literally did a review for every single episode, so if you're new, I did do reviews of all of those episodes, so just in case you're interested. But I will be reviewing all of these episodes as well. But I was kind of a little bit, I'd say disappointed with this one, because I was so hyped for it. I think maybe that's what the problem was, and I think it didn't let me down, but it just wasn't what I expected. But yet it started so good. The first 10 minutes was fantastically well done, fantastically well shot. But yeah, it just seems like it's just going to be like one of those pilots. It was just a bit of a slow burner. Next week we'll maybe pick up on things, you know, and then we'll get into the things. But the really action packed at the beginning, you know, felt very much like Mission Impossible. I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself at this stage, so I'm just going to go. But anyways, guys, that was my downright honest thoughts on what I thought of this first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And let me know what you think down in the comments. And also, it didn't seem like it was on for the length of time it was on for. I felt like I was only watching it for like 15-20 minutes, so it didn't feel like a long episode. And I don't know if they're all going to be that sort of length, like 35-40 minutes. I think there was 5 minutes at the end where there was nothing, you know, just like, you know, credit roll going up or what have you, so it was more like 35 minutes probably. But we will see when we see the next episode and the episode after that. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Drop down in the comments all your thoughts and opinions, and I will speak to you all soon, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.